Hello, Math 7. This is Mrs. James, and this is notes for adding, subtracting fractions with like and unlike denominators. If I'm ever going too fast, just make sure you pause to catch up. And your flip book probably looks something like this right now. I'm going to use this blank one. I'm going to go ahead and right here on the very first white tab, I'm going to have adding and subtracting fractions with like and unlike denominators. Okay, so we're gonna fold the turquoise page back, and up top here we're gonna write a definition for rational numbers. Fractions are rational numbers, so that's why we're gonna talk about them right now. So right here, rational numbers. Oops. And a rational number is any number that can be made by dividing two integers. Numbers that can be made by dividing two integers. So for example, the number 1/2 is made by dividing 1 by 2. Or the number 75 hundredths, that decimal is made by dividing 3 by 4. So fractions, decimals, let's see, whole numbers like 2. You can make 2 by dividing 2 by 1. And also negative numbers. So -6 can be made by dividing -66 by 10. So those are all rational numbers. All right, so down here we're going to talk about our adding and subtracting fractions. I'm going to divide this page in half. Let's see, I'm going to use this pen. Woo. Okay, so over here we have adding with like denominators. And an example for you to copy would be -3/8 plus 5/8. And since they have like denominators, they're cut into the same number of pieces, you can just add the numerators. You can just add to see how many eighths you have. These are negative and positive numbers, so we need to use our integer rules. So I'm going to combine -3 and a +5/8. I'm going to use different sign subtract, so you get 2/8. And we can simplify 2/8 to 1/4. Divide the top and the bottom by 2. So the most simplified way to write that answer is 1/4. Okay, your turn to try. So you try. Try this one. -4/7 minus 2/7. So pause and try it. Okay, so hopefully you combined your numerators, -4 and -2 over 7. I see same sign, just add them up. You get -6 over 7. You cannot simplify that anymore, so that just stays negative 6/7. Doesn't matter if you have your negative here or right in front or on the 7. If there's a negative there, it is negative. Okay, let's try another one. Try negative 3/5, that's a 3, plus negative 1/5. So pause and try. Okay, so hopefully you combine your numerators, negative 3 minus 1/5. Negative 3 and negative 1, same sign, just add them up. Or you could write a plus negative 1, but still, same sign, just add them up. Negative 4/5. Can't simplify that, so that would be your final answer. And you combine those two. So those are our like denominators. Our unlike denominators, you just have to do one extra step. Unlike denominators. Over here, an example. We have 1/6 plus 2/3. So now we've got different size fractions. That's cut into, this one's cut into 6 parts and this one's cut into 3 parts. Then to combine fractions, we need to have the same number of parts that it's divided into. So we can change our denominator so that they're cut into the same number of parts. And right now, we could change the 3 into thirds into 6s. 6 goes into itself and 3 goes into 6. So let's change this one so it has a denominator of 6. We're going to increase the top and the bottom by 2 times. So 1/6 stays the same. We can use 6. And over here, we can change that to 4/6. Same value, just more pieces. Okay, so let's see how many 6s we have. I'm going to combine our numerators. And now that we have a common denominator. And 5/6 is how many we have. And that can't be simplified, so that would be our final answer. So it's your turn to try. Go ahead and try this one. Negative 2/3 minus 1/2. So find a number both of these go into, the smallest number you can think of. And go ahead and pause and try that one. Okay, so I found that 6 goes into, 3 goes into 6 and 2 goes into 6. It's the smallest number they both go into, which is the least common multiple. So we're going to multiply over here by 2. And you're going to multiply over here by 3. This becomes negative 4/6. This becomes minus 3/6. Now that you have the same denominator, hopefully you combine your numerators, so negative 4 and negative 3/6. And that is negative 7/6, which you can keep, or you can change that into a mixed number and have 6 goes into 7 once with 1 left over. So I would accept either negative 7/6 or negative 1 1/6 for that one. I'm going to be putting a web page in the description on this YouTube video. So if you go to the description and click on the web page, there's some extra practice and extra little video to watch if this one was not quite enough for you. And I will see you next time in class. Have a great day. Goodbye, Math 7.